Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to do a collective reading. We're going to see what the message is. Keep in mind it's general, so it could be past, present, future. You will know best how this fits in the story for you, okay? So let's see what's going on here. Before coming in, I got the year 2019. I don't know, that might mean something to someone. But I'm just getting the year 2019 could be significant. Maybe something happened in 2019, okay? So let's see here. What's happening here? Holy angels, what is your message for the collective? What is your message for the collective here? Holy angels, what's the message for the collective? The moon. Something hidden about a risk that someone took or something careless that someone did. The Five of Swords, hoping to win at all costs. Somebody took a foolish risk. Somebody did something stupid and careless, thinking that they could win at all costs with some sort of a secret here in the past. Interesting. The Six of Cups at the bottom, the past. So yeah, maybe something happened in 2019. I don't know. Let's see, what's the moon? What is the secret here, the moon? The King of Wands has a secret. The King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So there's some sort of an illusion here. The moon and the Seven of Cups, there's an illusion here. King of Wands, King of Pentacles are confused about something. Or these two masculines are creating an illusion, okay? Let's see, what's the Fool in reverse? Confused about a fight, an argument that transpired. Three of Wands in reverse. The High Priestess. Yeah. A fight in the past. Like it could, like, I don't know. I just got out of the other reading. It could be a literal fist fight, okay? Or like a family fight or something like that. What's the Five of Swords? Five of Cups, somebody being sad. The Four of Cups, feeling rejected, feeling sad, unhappy, and rejected. Page of Wands in reverse. Some sort of bad news about somebody feeling sad and rejected. Okay, tell me, who are these two people here? King of Wands, King of Pentacles. A child. This has to do with a child or someone's innocence. Courthouse. This has to do with something regarding a child and the courthouse or someone's innocence in court. Okay. Tell me more about the moon. This is something tangible that someone has held on to. This is a strategy. This is something tangible somebody's holding on to. Somebody's holding something in their hand here. The Tower. What's the moon? Paradise. Paradise, triggers, turmoil, karmic relationships, some sort of triggers and turmoil in paradise. Something could have happened while someone was like, I don't know, maybe someone lives somewhere where there's like palm trees is what I'm getting. Okay, maybe some of you guys live in Florida or something like that. I'm getting Florida. Lies. Someone here has been lying about something, keeping a secret here. What is this Knight of Pentacles? Love. This has to do with love. Unconditional love. Somebody's holding on to, or there's a strategy surrounding love, or somebody's happiness, or somebody being triggered. Tell me more about the moon, please. A false person is doing something in secret here when it comes to some sort of turmoil. A main male is a false person. A main male is a false person. This person is lying about something here when it comes to love. Triggered in paradise. What's the illusion? A wealthy man in reverse. Something about a greedy person. Someone that is greedy, would do anything for money. What's the Seven of Cups? A palm tree in reverse. Somebody losing their stability or not being stable. Not having stability. An illusion around someone being greedy or not having stability, or someone being triggered in paradise. Tell me more about this, please. A Queen of Cups in reverse. And a Queen of Wands. Again, these two feminines around that, these two always come out together, taking some sort of a risk here, or taking some sort of action. Knight of Cups. Strength. The High Priestess. What is it that they brought forward that... Lying, being deceptive and lying. What is it that these two feminines brought forward here to the courthouse, thinking that this was something that, you know, was their strength or some sort of leverage? Despair about imprisonment. Someone is in despair about, somebody is upset about being trapped or feeling trapped. Somebody is in despair about being trapped. This has to do with money and an official person. Why is somebody in despair about imprisonment here? A date, meeting someone new, planning, setting a date. What is it, like a court date or what? Meeting someone new, setting a date. Or these two feminine energies tried to get someone imprisoned because they didn't want someone to date someone new. And this has to do with a child in the courthouse, or trying to make themselves look innocent in court. With a marriage, wedding rings. So these two feminines here, Queen of Cups reverse, Queen of Wands, they are in despair right now because of a marriage or wedding rings. They feel like they're trapped because a main male lied in court about a child or to make themselves look innocent. And this has to do with some sort of a secret surrounding a karmic relationship or someone's happiness, or somebody lacking stability and lacking money. Somebody being greedy. Okay. So what's this risk that they took here? The Fool in reverse. What's the risk that they took? A stupid risk, careless. The Hermit. The Nine of Cups. So they did something hidden, or this could even be like some sort of stolen identity or identity fraud, and they thought they were gonna get what they want with this or get their wish fulfillment here. Chariot. What is that? What is the Hermit and the Chariot? A family room. They took a risk here as a family, or thief. This family room is a room of liars. It's a whole room of liars. They're lying here about something that has to do with family. Because they said that something didn't end, or they don't want something to end, or they don't want someone to have a new beginning. They don't want something to change or transition. What's the Nine of Cups? The Snake. These are snakes. It's a whole family room of snakes, thieves, and liars, backstabbers, who are in competition with someone. These are enemies. They think that they're clever and malicious. And this has to do with someone's choices. Making healthy choices in love and in life. Tell me more about what this family did here. They decided to move forward with a lie about someone's choices, and they created an illusion. Seven of Cups. They created an illusion. Eight of Swords, and now they're trapped. They trapped themselves in their own web of lies. Congratulations. The Star and the Knight of Wands. This has to do with somebody attacking someone. The Ace of Wands, the Five of Wands. It has to do with a fight, doesn't it? Why do I feel like, again, if something about someone getting punched in the face during a fight? Yeah, they trapped themselves with this one. Somebody could have said that somebody got punched. Knight of Cups. This has to do with a Knight of Cups, someone drinking, or a water sign. Something is being seen from a different perspective here. It's a moment of enlightenment. About what? About something corrupt and illegal going on here. On a journey. On vacation. On a journey, on vacation, huh? Again, for some reason, I'm getting the end of last reading again. You could have gone out of town. Someone here could have gone out of town. You might have visited family somewhere, okay? Maybe somewhere where there's palm trees. There might have been a drunk family fight and someone ended up getting punched. Now, I don't know what this has to do with these people lying and getting themselves trapped up in a lie. Could be with what they were trying to accuse you of. Maybe you were the one that got punched in the face. So what are they trying to say here? Something about trying to make themselves look innocent in court. What? With some sort of family vacation where you got punched in the face while everyone was drunk and hammered, or what? I mean, that's kind of what this is giving me. I gotta be honest. Something about a fight. Tell me more about this fight here. Five of Wands. The High Priestess. The Devil. A fight with a Capricorn. Did someone get punched in the face by a Capricorn by any chance? The Magician. This is what they created an illusion out of. The Hierophant. Two of Swords in reverse. But now a Hierophant is going to see something here very clearly about some sort of a fight, okay? Some sort of a physical fight. What's the Hierophant going to see clearly here about this fight? That something about a breakup. They said something about a breakup, or that someone is not the one, or somebody is not getting together, or something. about a relationship. You know how sometimes at family parties, okay, like let's say you're dating someone, right? Let's say you're dating someone and your family members, like, you know how sometimes they gossip when you're not in the room, right? So I don't know, maybe you caught like your family members talking about your relationship or saying something about your relationship or how it's not going to last or how you're not meant to be together. Okay, welcoming love in reverse. Maybe you caught your family members talking about like, oh, this relationship's not going to work out, or it's not going to last, or, you know, this is never going to work out, or, you know, this is not a good relationship. Maybe that's how the fight started. Maybe that's how the fight started. Maybe you walked out and you're like, why are you talking about my relationship, man? And then, you know, because everybody's drunk and then everything gets heated and then one thing leads to another and someone is angry, and then, you know, maybe you were angry because someone was attacking your relationship. One thing led to another. And next thing you know, you got a sister or brother punching you in the face. Right? Family, right? Okay, what's the Hierophant? Adjudication. So there's a judge that's going to see something here very clearly, okay? Why? Because you have receipts of this because of the path that they chose. I mean, you probably have receipts of this as well. If this is really what happened, like, you probably have the screenshots, you have, like, you know, videos. You're like, oh my God, look at my busted lip, right? It's like something like that. What's the High Priestess? Oh, imprisonment. They trap themselves. How? Imprisonment, official person imprisonment. So what's this, huh? Trying to get someone locked up, or are these people about to get locked up? What's that? It's whatever they dug up from the past here that they're trying to use against you, okay? So let me guess. You get locked in the face by a drunk family member after confronting someone, getting into an argument. And what does that have to do with this? These people trying to make themselves look innocent in court. A death. Oh, it has something to do with a Scorpio. Or it has something, Six of Pentacles in reverse. It has to do with something from the past, somebody not giving to someone. Or it has to do with, I mean, maybe the fight even broke out because like a family member, you know how some family members, they get real nasty, or like, you know, the, what's it called? The brother-in-law, or what's it called? Not the brother-in-law. It's like when your sibling gets married or something like that. Is it called a sister-in-law, brother-in-law? I don't even know. I don't remember. But everybody gets drunk and then everybody gets opinionated, and then all of a sudden someone, like your sibling is married to someone, an in-law, and then they start talking about you and saying how, oh, you're greedy, and, you know, you're a leech on the family, and like, you know, if it wasn't for you, then, you know, you're always taking money out of everyone's pocket, and you're so ungrateful, and then one thing leads to another, and the next thing you know, everybody is fighting. Everybody. And I swear the King of Cups just flipped over. Scorpio. Eight of Wands. Yeah, next thing you know, like fists start flying, words start flying. Everybody is, you know, exchanging these. Ten of Swords. Next thing you know, you feel betrayed, right? You feel betrayed because your sister's husband or whoever, or your brother's wife or whatever, everybody's, you know, cussing each other out, okay? Your mother starts cussing you out. Everybody starts cussing everybody out. Next thing you know, punches start flying. Okay, someone's getting decked in the face. Nine of Wands, you feel like you have to defend yourself and protect yourself. Okay, Two of Pentacles. What got switched around here, huh? What got switched around here? You leaving the house, Nine of Pentacles. You leaving the house, you're like, I'm leaving. I didn't even see this. Four of Wands. You leaving the house, you're like, I'm fucking leaving. I'm leaving right the fuck now, okay? I'm not staying here, man. I'm leaving Because you guys are all crazy and I'm not going to listen to this, I'm leaving. All right. The Magician. And then someone here tried to create an illusion about something that happened while you were traveling. Oh, while you're traveling, huh? Or about a Cancer. They switched this around. They switched it around, didn't they? What do you mean they switched this around? Well, someone's about to see this very clearly here. What happened when you were traveling? Somebody traveled, I'm not kidding. Somebody went somewhere for the holidays, okay? Yeah. And someone got into a Christmas brawl, okay? It happens. Well, not really. I mean, you know, that's like, sometimes it's a once in a lifetime thing, but when it happens, you know, because sometimes families don't get together often, right? So if you have a family like that, where you don't really get together often, and then all of a sudden all of you are there at the same time, it can get a bit tense. Especially if you don't get along with, like, you know, your siblings, partners, you know, people get drunk. People don't know how to handle themselves when they're drunk, okay? 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords on top of the 5 of Swords. So here's someone being deceptive, manipulative, and backstabbing and conniving. What do you mean? Winning at all costs here. Queen of Swords. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Saying it's because something didn't work out. Or because you don't work. The Queen of Wands. It's because of somebody not working, right? Like I said, it's like, you know, you could have gotten attacked by people, like attacking your job, attacking maybe your lack of money, saying like, oh, you don't make enough money, you're a burden on the family. You know, if it wasn't for you, everybody's always got to pay for you, and you know, making you really feel really bad about like finances and stuff. And then they were expecting that these messages were gonna do something. Do what? So they have these messages of you talking to your siblings, talking to your friends, talking to someone about this transpiring, okay, at the family party here. And said something about a divorce. What divorce? What divorce? This doesn't have anything to do with a divorce. This has nothing to do with a divorce. It doesn't, I'm sorry, but no, it doesn't. I'm not feeling that one. This has nothing to do with someone being frustrated in a relationship or being jealous. No, it doesn't. I feel like this is like, whatever they said, see, look, you know what happened during this family fight, okay? I feel like it has something to do with like lack of finances, okay? People attacking you because of your work or like the lack thereof, okay? Like you might be having problems with finances, them saying you're a burden on the family because, you know, everybody's always gonna, you know, help you out, and, you know, you're a leech, and, you know, you're this, you're that, something like that. Something about money. That's what I feel. And also about a relationship, okay? Maybe attacking your relationship. It's basically like a whole family ganging up on one person, okay? Because everybody's drunk and they have an opinion. Saying things about your family or your relationship, saying things about your job, your money, saying things about how you are just a burden and, you know, you can't do anything right, basically, okay? You're the black sheep. You're the scapegoat and the black sheep of the family. And when, you know, the narcissist in the family all get drunk, they need someone to, you know, pick on. So you might have been that person at this family party. And what ended up happening is, I guess, a fist fight broke out. Maybe someone punched you in the face, okay? I don't think you punched someone in the face. You didn't hit anyone. You might have, you know, told people to shut the fuck up, but I feel like you were not the one that was throwing punches here. This has nothing to do with you being frustrated in a relationship. It also has nothing to do with a divorce or a marriage. It doesn't. It doesn't. I feel like they're taking these messages, again, they're flipping the narrative around, and they're probably trying to make you look like you're the bad guy. But you know what happened. there was plenty of witnesses that know what happened at that family party, okay? You don't have to explain yourself. A divorce. They're saying it has something to do with a divorce. A divorce? It has nothing to do with a divorce. Unless, maybe your mother or your parent was screaming at you and making you responsible for the divorce, okay? Maybe that's what's in the message. It's your fault. It's your fault that your father divorced me. It's your fault that, the divorce. What fucking divorce? This can only be like a parent's divorce, okay? Like I said, the drunk narcissist in the family making you responsible for, the husband leaving or something like that. That's about all I can get out of that one. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up. The fuck are you talking about? That has nothing, this is not related. This is what they're trying to say about what happened during that time, but that is not what happened. That is not why this fight broke out. That's not why the fight broke out. So why is that coming out here like that? Because of a King of Pentacles and a choice that someone made and some sort of jealousy or anger or something someone said out of anger. I mean, shit, maybe the King of Pentacles is like your dad. I don't know. Maybe it's your dad. Somebody, like I said, someone getting angry with you. Someone is drunk. Somebody getting angry with you about the fact that your father divorced your mother and it's all your fault. You're the black sheep of the family. Or what is this? Oh, Seven of Swords in reverse. No idea, but they're exposed now. Eight of Cups in reverse. Somebody that couldn't get over a breakup, or someone that couldn't walk away from something, or what, like your mother, or what? The messages. Some sort of messages. Something about the fight, man. Messages about this fight breaking out. A fight breaking out. Yeah, at the family Christmas party, right? Why is this King of Pentacles here? A house, because of something that went down at a house. Or maybe you're in a relationship with the King of Pentacles, right? And your family starts attacking your relationship, okay? They start talking about your relationship and how it's never going to work out, and and then a fight breaks out, right? Because of your relationship. Focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, the Phoenix, new phase, rekindling, renewing, transforming, changed mind. Self-indulgence. A cassette. A cassette, what, like a tape or what? Like a video? Yeah, it's really giving me like, how sometimes, how sometimes, like, honestly, this has not happened to me often. Never. I've never been someone to throw the punch, okay? I don't hit people, but like, how you get hurt and then you take a video of it and you send it to someone, you're like, oh my God, look at this. Look at my busted lip. Look at this. I just got punched here. I just got punched there. Look at this. It's giving me something like that. Okay? Or a voice recording. I don't know. Replaying events over in your head. Hammer. Sabotage. Rebuilding. Persistent. Working on it. Working on what? Working on what? Thoughts. So somebody used this to say, or they used this to plan, or to work on a plan about something that happened at a house. Yeah, a fight that broke out at a house, huh? So this was the inspiration, this was the muse. Your drunk family Christmas party was the muse behind this setup here. with the authorities. Okay, well, that's funny. So somebody tries to get you in trouble with the law because a couple years ago you had a fight at a Christmas party. I mean, okay. I'm glad we could clear that one up, huh? Now we know now for someone here, now we know where all this shit came from. What inspired these people to do this? To come up with this bullshit lie. All right, anything else that we need to know here before I close this out? They switched it around. This was switched around. This was definitely switched around. Death. Something about, it could be about a Scorpio. 2 of Cups and a relationship. Or the end of a relationship. 9 of Swords in reverse. Or they switched this whole fight around and claimed it was about the end of a relationship, or that there was a fight because of the end of a relationship. Okay. Or it has to do with a Scorpio and a relationship. Knight of Cups. This is how they thought they could have victory and success with family. This family. You mean your family? What family? The 5 of Cups. Saying someone was sad. That's the choice that they made here. Chariot in reverse. This is how they thought they could stop someone from moving on or moving forward with something that they held onto from the past. Right. Something about someone being unstable and in poverty. Somebody lacking money, lacking stability, having, no home, okay? Maybe living at home, not having stability, being poor. Yeah, that could have been one thing that these family members threw at your head, for sure, okay? That they made you feel really bad about. And this is how they thought they could get you trapped, by creating an illusion about this. Well, here's the thing though. You didn't hit anyone. I'm pretty sure you did not punch anyone. You didn't hurt anyone. You were the one that got hit. You were the one that got punched. Yeah, and they said it has something to do with working on a relationship. No. You probably defended your relationship. Maybe that's how the fight broke out, right? You defended your relationship, but that's about it. That's about it. Page of Cups, some sort of messages from the past. From the past. There you go. Okay. All right, man. I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Hope this helps, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.